So you might be wondering why this review for Black Panther is late, like really late. Well, here's the thing. I did see this movie when it first, when on its opening weekend. I saw it 2 days after its release. So, I did do a small review on Stardust. So if you want to check that one out, go ahead. But I actually wanted to save that a full YouTube video later on for this month because Avengers 3 is coming out. So, that does seem like a fair thing to say. Well, I guess that's a fair excuse. So, I did see it in theaters on its opening weekend, and I'm not gonna lie, like everybody else, I thought this film was purely fantastic. Is it the best MCU movie? No, it's close because I mean, Captain America: Civil War has that distinction still, but but honestly, I thought like this one has a very well told story, and it has very lovable characters, great action, and very beautiful visuals. And it actually does a great job on showing us the African culture. But the story only does open up in the 90s, which I won't give away, but you'll probably catch on when you watch the film. But it also opens up with our main character, Black Panther, named T'Challa, played by Chadwick Boseman. He basically returns to Wakanda after Captain America's Civil War, or after his father's death. So he goes back to Wakanda and he actually becomes king. But then one of the fighters was trying to overtake the throne. Like they actually have to challenge each other who becomes king. He basically wins, and then in a very clever way, he's inside of a bunch of herbs. And it transports them into a different area for a little bit, and then he sees his father, played by the same actor from from Captain America: Civil War. That is honestly very creative and beautiful. But later on, there's a bad guy out there named it's Eric Stevens, played by Michael B. Jordan. He basically goes to Wakanda. He's basically stealing some Wakanda artifacts and then go to Wakanda because he's actually supposed to be the next king of Wakanda. And with a very clever twist to this film, I won't give anything else away, but something happened in the past that was mentioned in the first part of this movie. But he's also making a deal with the smuggler character who you saw in the Avengers Infinity War, no, Avengers Age of Ultron movie. He's the guy. It's the character that Ultron cut his arm off. It's the same guy, and he's still played by Andy Serkis. But he's not in this film for long anyway. But let's keep on going. But along the way, T'Challa basically come across the other characters like Nakia. Nakia, played by Lupita Nyong'o, or whatever you call her. But she's she played as Racha from the live-action Jungle Book movie and then Maz from the new Star Wars movies like The Last Jedi and Force Awakens. Well, Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. But another character who basically love her but doesn't show that huge emotions. But her name was Okoye, played by I can't pronounce her name. Denai Goria. I can't really pronounce her name right. I'm trying to. I really want to pronounce their names right. But along the way, there's other characters along the way as well. They do come across a guy from the CIA, played by Martin Freeman, who basically helps them out with their adventure, and his mother T'Challa's mother, played by what's her name? Ramonda, played by Angela or Bassett. So and his sister named Cherie, played by Letitia. Alright. I'm trying to pronounce their names right. I really apologize. I really want to try to get it right. But will they be able to stop the main villain of the film before he actually does become king of the entire world of Wakanda? Well, you can already guess what's going to happen, basically. And it's not that it's predictable or anything. It does make it very interesting with this great twists and turns. So, the good stuff about this film, the story, is very well told. But in many respects, the film actually does sort of remind you, like it felt closer to a live action version of The Lion King. And when you watch this film, you're like, yeah, that actually looked like, these scenes actually remind me of The Lion King. There is another live action Disney film that I will talk about, which is another really great movie, which I consider to be a masterpiece. Or then, that also felt like another version of The Lion King, but we'll get to that one later. But the characters themselves are very, very well done. I loved every single last character in this movie. Well, you name it. T'Challa is great. And his family of friends are great. The villain is great. Some of the side characters are great. Every last character is great. And they really do serve a purpose in this film. The action scenes are great. The friggin' culture of the Africans is so fascinating. Well, like the way that they grow their crops, the way they live and stuff. All of it's very fascinating. And the entire world of Wakanda is so beautiful to look at. And all the actors who got to play these parts are really great choices. Some of them I never heard of, but what they had to do, I think it's very terrific. Again, I really love the relationships of these characters as well. The connections are very well made. The connections are great. I love seeing these characters interact with each other. His sister, the sister character Shuri, I honestly thought she was a very adorable character. I thought the lady was so cute. That's the character, honestly. There was only one joke in the movie that kind of made me cringe, like my brother and I did. But luckily that's the only joke that was like that. It was basically like, let's just say it's a meme joke. And I'm like, when I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, they did not say that. But luckily it was just that one joke, and that was it. The director of this movie Ryan Coogler, also directed Creed, the movie, or the sequel to the Rocky films, which everybody considers it to be one of the best movies ever made. And he's coming back to direct the sequel to Creed. If they do make a second Black Panther movie, I hope they do get this director back, because every single last minute was so great. The story, the characters, the effects, the action, the villain, everything was just great. And the heartfelt moments are genuinely heartfelt. That's what I feel about this film. Everything in this film was just genuine. And that's basically I'm about to say to wrap it up. This film is just genuinely fantastic. From the beginning and end that you watch it. So, the end credits song. I love the end credits song done by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. I love that song. I listen to it I have actually been listening to it a lot. It's so catchy. The singing and the beat to it, it's just awesome. So what do you think of the Black Panther? But if you haven't seen it, you truly need to check it out. But it's going on Blu-ray soon, next month. So, when it does come out, definitely give it a rent. And then, if it's a film that you really want to go see, since this film was like a mega hit with critics and audiences, and especially at the box office, you probably will see why people really love it, like how I really do. So, but if you have seen it, what did you think about it? Just comment below, follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Stardust, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm the Bostonian Critic, and I'm signing out. Take care.